and welcome to a new video. Technology. How to ask for instructions. We're going to have reading practice and check some grammar. Aims. First, read an article related to technology and answer some questions. We're going to have some reading and comprehension practice related to the topic of this unit, technology. Number 2, use how do you or question word plus to plus verb to ask for instructions. And number 3, practice with some exercises. Reading practice. This reading practice was taken from the English Discovery magazine, and it's about phone addiction, the new drug that is killing an entire generation. The title of this article is Put Down Your Phone. It's in the category Science and Technology. How much time do you spend using your smartphone every day? Do you ever feel like you spend more time looking at your smartphone than anything or anyone else? Many people feel a need to always be available online 24 hours a day. But when excessive smartphone use starts negatively affecting people's health, work, and social lives, it's time for a digital detox. Doing a digital detox means reducing or completely stopping the use of digital technology, including smartphones, computers, and tablets. There are people who use their devices constantly, at work, in their cars, in restaurants, and even in bed. According to a 2015 report from the Bank of America, more than 50% of American adults check their smartphone at least every 5 to 10 minutes. This type of behavior could be a sign of addiction. Abusing and sometimes compulsively using our smartphones can be a real problem, says Dr. David Greenfield, the founder of the Center of Internet and Technology Addiction. As people become more reliant on their devices, their brains get used to high levels of chemical dopamine. When they are not using their devices, they feel panic and experience withdrawal symptoms, just like with other addictions. Start a digital detox by turning off the notifications of your devices so you won't hear beeps when text messages come in or social media alerts pop up. Next, choose a specific time of a day to check your messages. You may also want to put your device somewhere you can see it, so you won't be tempted to check it as often. A detox can be as long as and intense as you choose. For people who think their smartphone is taking over their lives, Greenfield suggests a detox of at least 3 days. Psychologist Dr. Yvonne Thomas says that a digital detox helps people feel more rested, more aware, more present, more productive, and less overwhelmed and stressed out. Today, there are special camps and retreats where adults can go to detox. No devices allowed. There are even smartphone apps that measure your smartphone use and alert you when it's time to take a break. Are you ready to unplug your brain and start a digital detox? Now let's see answer the following questions. The first one, answer true or false. People who have an addiction to technology get used to higher levels of dopamine in their brains? The answer is true. What does the article suggest about a way to begin a digital detox? If you don't remember, you can come back to the article. But in this case, it says that you can start the digital detox by stopping the use of your mobile cell phone. What does the article suggest as a way to reduce your technology use? Okay. Again, if you can remember, you can come back to the article. It talks about putting the cell phone away and even control yourself the way that you're using your smartphone. What's the minimum amount of time Dr. Greenfield recommends for a digital detox for someone addicted to his or her smartphone? He said that it's necessary at least 3 days of stop. Apps can help with a digital detox by measuring the time that you are spending on your smartphone. Instructions. To ask for instructions, we can use the expression, how do you? So here, as you can see in my examples, I am asking for instructions on how to turn on the game controller. So how do you turn on the game controller on? Or you can also say, how do you turn the game controller on? Or if you already mentioned the game controller, you can use the pronoun it. How do you turn it on? So remember, use how do you plus verb to ask for instructions. We can also use WH question word plus to plus verb to provide instructions. In the first case, we're telling, let me show you what to do. In the second case, we're also asking for instructions. Can you show me how to turn it on? And you can also say, do you know where to plug it in? So remember, the structure is WH question word plus to plus verb. If you're using a separable phrasal verb, you can put the object in the middle. Now let's have some practice. Write sentences in 2 ways using the words given. Complete these responses. Do you know how to turn on the TV or to turn the TV on? Yeah, you need to turn it on with this remote, not that one. B. Do you know how to turn this computer off? Or you can also say to turn off this computer. Oh, you could turn it off here. Number 3. I can see where to plug in these headphones, or you can also say where to plug these headphones in. I'm not sure where to plug them in. Remember, in the second part of these exercises, we're not using the noun, we're using the object pronoun, but if you want, you can also use the noun, like I'm not sure where to plug these headphones in either. I think they go here. But as in this case, we already mentioned the headphones, it's much better to use the object pronoun. Next, number 4. I don't know how to turn the volume down, or I don't know how to turn down the volume. Here, I can show you how to turn it down. So volume is singular, we use it. Number 5. I can figure out how to turn up the air conditioning, or I can figure out how to turn the air conditioning up. And B, I have no idea how to turn it up either. Oh, you need to use the remote here. See? Okay, so remember how we are using these expressions. Do you know how or how to turn? Plus WH question word plus to plus verb. Now we continue with your own questions. Don't forget to use non-separable phrasal verbs. So here you have an image. It is an air conditioning. So one of the questions that I have taught using this image is, do you know how to turn on the air conditioning? Or you can say, Do you know how to turn the air conditioning on? Do you know how to turn it on? Thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next video.